Hey guys, it's Brian and John from the Project Algerine crew here.
Hey.
Today we're going to go take a look at the old Algeria Farm.
Yeah.
Let's check it out.
Let's go.
Erie, Pennsylvania. So much history in one little place. But how did this once seemingly small shipbuilding community transform itself to what we see today? Let's take a look at these historic events tonight on Project Algerine.
If there's one piece of property in Erie County that can be connected with more than just an unbelievable history, some would argue that it was the catalyst that set in motion something larger, something much bigger than all of us. The effects of which can be felt to this day. This is a story of triumph, growth, and prosperity. Passion above all. This is the Algeria Farm.
In the heart of Erie, where the waters gleam, lies a tale unfolding like a vivid dream. Project Algerine, on our screens it shines, bringing history to life across the lines. Oh, Project Algerine, the stories of our land, from the shores of Erie to the strand. Filling the past with every scene in the heart of the town. Project Algerine, Project Algerine.
I do have a photograph that I'll try to line up that was taken, looks like it was taken right about here back in the day. Make sure you don't get hit. So, a photograph that looks like it was taken right about here. And if you see from that photograph, this area would have been kind of deep with water. And if you look now, there's a gully still in there. And that's from hundreds of years ago. That's
Still there.
yeah,
Still there.
still there. So, on to our next spot. So back in the day, there was these huge oak trees that he had out here. And I remember as a kid, when the creek came through here, there was a big oak tree left. And it was up here, right up here. Big oak tree. And there's some of the overheads, you can, aerial photos, you can still see it. Yeah, it's still there. But yeah, this is right here, is where the creek comes across here. And still to this day, it comes right through here.
There's the
And-
path.
Yeah, and this is where that big oak was, right here. But back in the day, there was a creek with stones, and they lined it like a stone ditch, basically, you know, at that time. And it came through here, and then it came across the parking lot here, and it went down into the old hotel over here, the Bel Air. You can see right here. This is still it right here. Creek is still running. Yeah. So then it came down here, and back then when they had the rooms here along the back here, they had the hotel rooms. When you came out, they actually had a little pond right here, and then you would And as you see, there's still some drainage they left in the parking lot up here. Then they had a thing up here that there's actually a little bridge that went across here, and the creek actually went back behind here, and then it crossed down and went underneath Funtown. So yeah, it's still here. It's just hugs right close to where the walkway would have been when you came out of your rooms, like up here. So on this side here, we have, this is this side of the Algeria Farm. You would have had main stables would have been right there in the center, and you had the big one that went this way. It was a quite an operation. What's interesting too is you see this little box up here, electrical box in the corner. That was it's like obviously that was the first area that they brought electricity into here, because like you could still see that back in like the real old photos. That was like their like guard shack, you know, like the entrance, because most people don't realize is there was actually a road that went through here. This was basically how you got out of here. Was I'll walk over here and show you. So even as a kid, I remember being able to drive through here and drive out up to 8th Street. This was a full open road back in the day. And then and took it down. But this is the main property here. All right, so we are in what is now the Waldemere parking lot, and we just wanted to stop and check out what used to be called Shuntils was down there. And it was a little tiny cottage resort area, and it was right about in there. That was where I'll try to put up a little picture of what it used to look like and stuff. But then this used to be the Scotts Motel. Remember? Yeah, it was right here. So they still have a sign. Is it still up? They painted over it. I still don't know what the story is about that. I don't know what they're putting a Waldemere sign on there. I don't know.
Maybe. Yeah.
It would make sense.
It's a pretty sturdy structure, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I don't know what the deal is with that. But what's interesting is right over there would have been the pool. It's the pool for Scotts Motel. They filled it in, obviously. But yeah, I just wanted to stop real quick and check this place out. This part's really interesting because the trolley originally to Waldemere came right down here and went right where we're standing. I mean, it's just right here.
Oh, wow.
It was right behind those motels that came later, by the way.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I just wanted to stop and check out this little area here. This is it was called Shuntils. Yeah, Shuntils. And it looked very. It was built in like the 40s. And very post World War II looking kind of, you know, looking cottage structures. But yeah, I'll post a picture of those. Those were down there, or like right around their area. Later on, they ended up becoming a mobile home court for a while, and then they cleared all those out. And then up here was the Scotts Motel. They cleared all that out, got rid of that. All right, so we wanted to stop up here and check out this area up here. From the overhead photos, we can tell that actually in this horseshoe that they built here when they turned it into a school, right in the middle actually there was a veterinary office that they had, veterinary building right here. And then the boarding house is right where that tree is up here in the corner. Would have been right around here was where the boarding house was. People would have came out of the boarding house right there. And then there was a other stable that was down along here. And then another one over here along this way. That was where the Rayon d'Or, the expensive one from France, where he would have had a brick structure built right around there. I'm going to try to line up a shot with this right here as best I can. This looks much different now. They've extended the another road over on this side. But you see the trees in the center here. So this is where they used to take the iron ore, the bog iron. It used to go down right down the center here, and they had 2 tracks. And then once we get up to the end here, I'll try to line up another shot. Everything looks so much different now that
for sure.
it's real hard to get everything lined up perfectly. So right down there in the center there, that is where the 2 tracks ran down right down there, and that's a pretty steep ravine down there.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's pretty steep. Hey John, let's check out the BMX track.
Yeah, let's go. Wow, this is totally way more built up than we.
Yeah, it looks great. Yeah, these guys do a good job of keeping it up. Yeah, they keep it up nice. So we are on the Algeria Farm at the Shops at the Colony, and this is the area where we are planning on putting our historical marker for the Algeria Farm. We are checking out the area where we are going to put our historical marker. We are currently in the process of organizing that. If you would like to donate to that, I'll put a link in the thing. So check that out when you get a chance. Hey everybody, thanks for joining us today. Check it out again sometime.
Algeria Farm, name that rings true, where William L. Scott bred champions, a thoroughbred crew. Horses of thunder, hooves beating the track, Algeria Farm, veterinary on the map, fast as the wind, sleek as a dream, Scotts stable boasted the finest team. Algerine, namesake, a stallion so grand, sire winners and legends across the land, from box stalls to folding pens, the farm bustle with life, blacksmiths hammering in a constant rhythmic stride. Horses of thunder, hooves beating the track, Algeria Farm, veterinary on the map, fast as the wind, sleek as a dream, Scotts stable boasted the finest team. But time turned the pages, the glory grew dim, the farm faded silent, just a whisper within. Now St. Jude stands where champions once ran, a memory of greatness in the heart of Erie, PA.